Sigh no more, lady, sigh no more. Men would deceive us ever. 1 foot in sea and 1 on shore. To one thing constant never. Then sigh not so, but let them go, and be you blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey, nonny, nonny.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Wheel of Shakespeare Challenge. I'm here with Bill, John, and Sheila. Hopefully some of our other regulars will join us better late than never to perform impromptu works of Shakespeare for you guys, chosen randomly by the Wheel of Shakespeare, randomly choosing the monologue or the scenes that we'll perform. The randomly chosen order, Sheila will be our first performer today. And then let's see if who we've got here. Bill is on deck. He'll go after Sheila does. Spinning the wheel for Sheila. Lancelot from Merchant of Venice. Lancelot Gobbo.
Got it.
Okay, got it. All right. So whenever you're ready.
Oh, certainly my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew, my master. The fiend is at mine elbow and tempts me, saying to me, Gobbo, Lancelot Gobbo, good Lancelot, or good Gobbo, Lancelot Gobbo, good Lancelot. Ah, Gobbo, use your legs, take the start, run away. My conscience says, no, take heed, honest Lancelot, take heed, honest Gobbo, or as aforesaid, honest Lancelot Gobbo, do not run, scorn running with thy heels. The most courageous fiend bids me back. Fear, says the fiend, away, says the fiend, for the heavens, rouse up a brave mind, says the fiend, and run. Oh, my conscience, hanging about the neck of my heart, says very wisely to me, my friend, honest Lancelot, being an honest man's son, or rather an honest woman's son, for indeed, my father did something smack, something crow too. He had a kind of taste. Well, my conscience says, Lancelot, budge not. Budge, says the fiend. Ah, conscience, says I, you counsel well. Fiend, says I, you counsel well. But to be ruled by my conscience, I should stay with the Jew, my master, who, God bless the mark, is a kind of devil. And to run away from the Jew, I should be ruled by the fiend, who, saving your reverence, is the devil himself. Well, certainly, the Jew, I should be ruled by the devil, but certainly the Jew is the very devil incarnal, and in my conscience is but a kind of hard conscience to offer counsel to me to stay with the Jew. Oh, the fiend gives me friendly counsel. I will run, fiend. My heels are at your command. I will run.
Okay, great. All right. Maggie just joined us. She's actually next up, and then Bill is on deck after her. So Maggie will do. On the king.
5, 4, 1.
Yeah, Act 5. It's about 106. If you found it, you ready to go?
Nope. Hang
Okay.
on. Act 5. Wait. Act 4, isn't it? Act 4, scene 1?
Yeah, let's see. Act 4, scene 1, 116 lines in.
Yeah, okay. I thought for a second you said Act 5, but it's Henry 5.
Henry V.
Yeah. Okay. It's not coming up for that for me. It's Act 4, Scene 1, and you said it's King Henry, and I'm going to. I mean, you know, I'm using a version where the lines.
It's toward the end of the scene. After Erpingham. Yeah, it was. Actually, he has some lines before he starts.
Oh, I see. It's much later in my version.
And then the exit soldiers upon the.
But I have it now.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Okay. Upon the king, let us our lives, our souls, our debts, our careful wives, our children, and our sins lay on the king. We must bear all. Oh, hard condition, twin born with greatness, subject to the breath of every fool whose sense no more can feel but his own ringing. What infinite heart's ease must kings neglect that private men enjoy? And what have kings that privates have not too, save ceremony, save general ceremony? And what art thou, thou idle ceremony? What kind of God art thou that sufferest more of mortal griefs than do thy worshippers? What are thy rents? What are thy comings in? Oh, ceremony, show me but thy worth. What is thy soul of adoration? Art thou aught else but place, degree, and form, creating awe and fear in other men, wherein thou art less happy being feared than they in fearing? What drink'st thou oft instead of homage sweet, but poisoned flattery? Oh, be sick, great greatness, and bid thy ceremony give thee cure. Think'st thou the fiery fever will go out with titles blown from adulation? Will it give place to flexure and low bending? Canst thou, when thou command'st the beggar's knee, command the health of it? Know, thou proud dream that play'st so subtly with a king's repose, I am a king that find thee, and I know 'tis not the balm, the scepter and the ball, the sword, the mace, the crown imperial, the intertissued robe of gold and pearl, the farce title running for the king, the throne he sits on, nor the tide of pomp that beats upon the high shore of the world. No, not all these thrice gorgeous ceremony, not all these laid in bed majestic can sleep so soundly as the wretched slave who with a body filled and vacant mind gets him to rest, crammed with distressful bread. Never sees horrid night, the child of hell, but like a lackey from rise to set, sweats in the eye of Phoebus and all night sleeps in Elysium. Next day after dawn doth rise and help Hyperion to his horse, and follows so the ever-running year with profitable labor to his grave. And but for ceremony, such a wretch, winding up days with toil and nights with sleep, had the forehand advantage of a king. The slave, a member of the country's peace, enjoys it, but in gross brain little wots what watch the king keeps to maintain the peace, whose hours the peasant best advantages. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Maggie. Bill, you're up. John, you're on deck, and I'm last today. Okay, Bill is going to do... Piccolo There's neither bush nor shrub. The Tempest, Act 2, Scene 2. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll take myself out.
Okay, ready.
Okay.
Here is neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all, and another storm brewing. I hear it sing in the wind. Yon same black cloud, yon huge one, looks like a foul bombard that would shed his liquor. If it should thunder as it did before, I know not where to hide my head. Yon same cloud cannot but fall by pailfuls. What have we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? A fish. He smells like a fish, a very ancient and fish-like smell, kind of not one of the newest Poor Johns. A strange fish. Wherein I in England now, as once I was, and had but this fish painted, not a holiday fool there, but would give a piece of silver there would this monster make a man. Any strange beast there makes a man. When they will not give a doit to relieve a lame beggar, they will lazy out 10 to see a dead Indian. Legged like a man, and his fins like arms. Warm on my cross. I do now let loose my opinion. Hold it no longer. It is no fish, but an islander that hath lately suffered by a thunderbolt. Oh, alas, the storm is come again. My best way is to creep under his gabardine. Oh, there's no other shelter hereabouts. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. I will here shroud till the dregs of the storm be past. See.
Okay, great. Thank you, Bill. John, you're up, and then myself. John is going to do... Jerome from Love's Labor's Lost. Act 4, Scene 3 begins, "'Tis more than need."
I should be almost there. I'm scrolling down. Here we go.
Okay, ready? So
Oh,
whenever you're ready, go ahead.
God, that is so long. No. "'Tis more than need. Have at you then, affections, men at arms. Consider what you first did swear unto, to fast, to study, and to see no woman. Flat treason against the kingly state of youth. Say, can you fast? Your stomachs are too young, and abstinence engenders maladies. And where that you have vowed to study, lords, in that each of you have forsworn his book. Can you still dream and pour and thereon look? For when would you, my lord, or you, have found the ground of study's excellence without the beauty of a woman's face? They are the ground, the books, the academes, from whence doth spring the true Promethean fire. Why, universal plotting poisons up the nibble spirits in the arteries, as motion and long during action tires the sinewy vigor of the traveler. Now, for not looking on a woman's face, you have in that forsworn the use of eyes, and study too, the causer of your vow. For where is any author in the world teaches such beauty as a woman's eye? Learning is but an adjunct to ourselves, and where we our learning likewise is. Then, when ourselves we see in ladies' eyes, do we not likewise see our learning there? Oh, we have made a vow to study, lords, and in that vow we have forsworn our books. For when would you, my liege, or you, in laden contemplation, have found out such fiery numbers as the prompting eyes of beauty's tutors have enriched you with? Other slow arts entirely keep the brain, and therefore, finding barren practicers, scarce show a harvest of their heavy toil. But love, first learned in a lady's eyes, lives not alone immured in the brain, but with the motion of all elements, courses as swift as thought in every power, and gives to every power a double power above their functions and their offices. It adds a precious seeing to the eye. A lover's eyes will gaze on eagle blind. A lover's ear will hear the lowest sound when the suspicion's head of theft is stopped. Love's feeling is more soft and sensible than are the tender horns of cockled snails. Love's tongue proves dainty, Bacchus gross in taste. For valor is not love as Hercules, still climbing trees in the Hesperides, subtle as Sphinx, as sweet and musical as bright Apollo's lute, strung with his hair. And when love speaks, the voice of all the gods makes heaven drowsy with the harmony. And durst poet touch a pen to write until his ink were tempered with love's sighs? Oh, then his lines would ravish savage ears and plant in tyrants mild humility, tyrants. For women's eyes, this doctrine I derive. They sparkle still the right Prometheus fire. They are the books, the arts, the academes that show, contain, and nourish all the world, else none at all in aught prove excellency. Then fools you were these women to forswear, or keeping what is sworn you will prove fools. For wisdom's sake a word that all men love, or for love's sake a word that loves all men, or for men's sake the authors of these women, or women's sake by whom we men are men. Let us once lose our oaths to find ourselves, or else we lose ourselves to keep our oaths. It is religion to be thus forsworn, for charity itself fulfills the law, and who can sever love from charity? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, John. So I'm last today, so I'll do the last monologue. My monologue is going to be copyright. that it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play, alone in company, still my care hath been to have her matched. And now, having provided a gentleman of noble parentage, of fair demesnes, youthful and nobly trained, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one thought would wish a man, and then to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining mammet in her fortune's tender, to answer, I'll not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you pardon me. But as you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to it, think on't. I do not use to jest. Thursday is near. Lay hand on heart, advise, and you be mine. I'll give you to my friend. And you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is thine shall never do thee good. Trust to it, bethink you. I'll not be forsworn. Okay. So now we need scenes for the five of us. Let's change the wheel to the scene wheel. Okay, first we have Malcolm and Macduff. That's Macbeth. Malcolm and Macduff. And then we have Anthony and Cleopatra. Okay, so the so there's five of us. The five choices of roles will be Malcolm or Macduff in Hamlet, in Macbeth, Act 4, Scene 3, Antony or Cleopatra in Act 1, Scene 3, or doing another monologue are the five choices. And see, our first player today was Sheila. What would you like?
I would like Malcolm. There is a doctor that comes and goes. I just want to mention that. I don't know if you want to stop.
Let's see who gets Macduff, and then we'll determine if I'm not in, it'll be easier as the host. If I'm not in the scene already, I'll probably just enter and be the doctor and to keep. Maggie, what would you like?
I think I'll take Anthony.
Anthony. Bill, would you like?
Macduff, please.
Okay. And John, do you want Cleopatra or a second monologue?
Monologue, please.
Okay, so that leaves me to be with Maggie she and I will switch genders for that. Okay, and then the Malcolm and Macduff scene. Let's see, Sheila and Bill.
Ross comes in also, so it's two characters that come in that are involved.
Oh yeah, I might have been focusing on not the entire scene.
Tell us where to stop. Do you want us to stop when the doctor enters?
I'm trying to remember. Let me take a look and figure out where we'll start and stop. What the scene we'll do. Let me find it here. Okay, yeah, it's a long. It starts with just the two. Yeah, well, let's see. Doctor exit. Yeah, why don't we just be the scene up until the point up until the point where it stops being just the two of you.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Let me create the banner for you guys, and then.
Are you ready, Bill?
Hold on. Now I'm ready.
Okay.
Whenever you two are ready.
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men bestride our down faith birth them. Each new morn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as it fell with Scotland and yelled out like syllable of dolor.
What I believe I'll wail, what no believe. What I can redress, as I shall find the time to friend, I will. I'm echoing. What you have spoke, it may be so, perchance. This tyrant, whose sole name blisters our tongues, was once thought honest. You have loved him well, he hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me, and wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous nature may recoil in an imperial charge. But I shall crave your pardon. That which you are my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still, though the brightest fell. Though all things fall would wear the brow of grace, yet grace must still look so.
I have lost my hopes.
Perchance even there where I did find my doubts. Why in that rawness left your wife and child, those precious motives, those strong knots of love without leave taking? I pray you, let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but mine own safeties. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed, poor country, great tyranny. Lay thou thy basis sure, for goodness dare not check thee. Wear thou thy wrongs, the title is afeard. Fare thee well, Lord. I would not be the villain that thou think'st, for the whole space that's in the tyrant's grasp, and the rich east to boot.
Be not offended. I speak not as in absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think withal there would be hands uplifted in my right. And here from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. But for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head or wear it on my sword, yet my poor country shall have more vices than it had before, more suffer and more sundry ways than ever by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself, I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice are so grafted. When they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow, and the state esteem him as a lamb, being compared with my confineless arms.
Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
I grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, false, deceitful, sudden, malicious, smacking of every sin that has a name. But there is no bottom, none in my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust and my desire. All continent impediments would o'erbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such a one as I to reign.
Boundless intemperance in nature is a tyranny. It hath been the untimely emptying of the happy throne and fall of many kings. But fear not yet to take upon you what is yours. You may convey your pleasures in a spacious plenty, and yet seem cold. The time you may so hoodwink, we have willing dames enough. There cannot be that vulture in you to devour so many as will do greatness dedicate themselves. Find me so inclined.
With this there grows in my most ill-composed affection such a staunchless avarice, that were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels and this other's house, and my more having would be as a sauce to make me hunger more, that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth.
This avarice sticks deeper, grows with more pernicious root than summer seeming lust, and it hath been the sword of our slain kings. Yet do not fear. Scotland has foisons to fill up your will of your mere own. All these are portable with other graces weighed.
But I have none. The king becoming graces as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, bounty, perseverance, mercy, lowliness, devotion, patience, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crime, acting it many ways. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar the universal peace, confound all unity on earth.
Oh, Scotland, Scotland.
If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live. Oh, nation miserable with an untitled tyrant, bloody sceptered, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again? Since that the truest issue of thy throne by his own interdiction stands accursed, and does blaspheme his breed. Thy royal father was the most sainted king. The queen that bore thee, oftener upon her knees than on her feet, died every day that she lived. Fare thee well. These evils thou repeatest upon thyself have banished me from Scotland. Oh, my poor breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of these trains hath sought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks me from over-credulous haste. But God above deal between thee and me. For even now I put myself to thy direction, and unspeak mine own detraction. Here abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself, for strangers to my nature. I am yet unknown to woman, and never was forsworn, scarcely have coveted what was mine own. At no time broke my faith, would not betray the devil to his fellow, and delight no less in truth than life. My first fault speaking was this upon myself. What I am truly is thine, and my poor country is to command. Whither indeed before thy here approach, old Seward with 10,000 warlike men already at a point was set forth. Now we'll together, and the chance of goodness be like our warranted quarrel. Why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once. 'Tis hard to reconcile.
Scene.
Okay, great job, you two. Now we have the Antony and Cleopatra scene with myself and Maggie. Um, you wanted,
Whatever you'd like.
if your heart was set on being Antony, I don't want to take that away from you. But
It wasn't. It wasn't. I was just kind of like flipping a
all right,
coin in my
this
mind.
way we don't have to gender bend. So y'all be Antony, you be, because
Okay.
I don't think one has
They're about. It's similar.
It's
It's
pretty
similar.
equal for the two. Okay, so I figure, and there's Charmian in there, but and then I figure I assume we would take it from Mark.
I am sick and sullen.
So I guess I figure we'll take it from there.
Okay.
So this scene, and then John will do another monologue to
Great.
wrap up. Okay.
Okay. I am sick and sullen.
I'm sorry to give breathing to my purpose.
Oh, help me away, dear Charmian. I shall fall. It cannot be thus long. The sides of nature will not sustain it.
Now, my dearest queen.
Pray you, stand further from me.
What's the matter?
I know. By that same eye, there's some good news. What says the married woman? You may go. Would she had never given you leave to come. Let her not say 'tis I that keep you here. I have no power upon you. Hers you are.
Gods best know.
Oh, never was there queen so mightily betrayed. Yet at the first I saw the treasons planted.
Cleopatra.
Why should I think you can be mine and true, though you in swearing shake the throned gods who have been false to Fulvia? Riotous madness to be entangled with those mouth-made vows which break themselves in swearing.
Sweet queen.
Nay, pray you, seek no color for your going, but bid farewell and go. When you sued staying, then there was the time for words. No going then. Eternity was in our lips and eyes, bliss in our brows bent. None our parts so poor, but was a race of heaven. They are so still, or thou, the greatest soldier of the world, art turned the greatest liar.
Oh, now, lady.
I would had thy inches. Thou shouldst know there were a heart in Egypt.
Hear me, queen. The strong necessity of time commands our services a while, but my full heart remains in use with you. Our Italy shines o'er with silver swords. Sextus Pompeius makes his approaches to the port of Rome. Equality of two domestic powers breeds scrupulous faction. The hated, grown to strength, are newly grown to love. The condemned Pompey, rich in his father's honor, creeps apace into the hearts of such as have not thrived upon the present state, whose numbers threaten, and quietness, grown sick of rest, would purge by any desperate change. My more particular, and that which most with you should safe my going, is Fulvia's death.
Though age from folly could not give me freedom, it does from childishness. Can Fulvia die?
She's dead, my queen. Look here, and at thy sovereign leisure, read the garboils she await. At the last best, see when and where she died.
O most false love, where be the sacred vials thou shouldst fill with sorrowful water? Now I see in Fulvia's death how mine received shall be.
Quarrel no more, but be prepared to know the purposes I bear, which we or cease as you shall give the advice. By the fire that quickens Nilus' slime, I go from hence, thy soldier, servant, making peace or war as thou affect'st.
Cut my lace, Charmian, come. But let it be. I am quickly ill and well, so Antony loves.
My precious queen, forbear, and give true evidence to his love, which stands an honorable trial.
So Fulvia told me. I pray thee turn aside and weep for her, then bid adieu to me, and say the tears belong to Egypt. Good now. Play one scene of excellent dissembling, and let it look life perfect honor.
You'll heat my blood. No more.
You can do better yet. But this is neatly.
Now, by my sword.
And target! Still he mends. But this is not the best. Look, pray thee, Charmian, how this Herculean Roman does become the carriage of his chafe.
I leave you, lady.
Courteous lord, one word. Sir, you and I must part, but that's not it. Sir, you and I have loved, but there's not it, that you know well. Something it is I would. Oh, my oblivion is very Antony, and I am all forgotten.
That your royalty holds idleness, your subject. I should take you for idleness itself.
'Tis sweating labor to bear such idleness so near the heart as Cleopatra this. But, sir, forgive me, since my becomings kill me when they do not eye well to you. Your honor calls you hence, therefore be deaf to my unpitied folly, and all the gods go with you. Upon your sword sit laurel, victory, and smooth success be strewed before your feet.
Let us go. Come. Our separation so abides and flies that thou, residing here, goest yet with me, and I, hence fleeting, here remain with thee. Away! Okay. Thank you. That was cool. All right. So lastly, we have one more monologue from John. Before he goes, however, wanted to mention that I already shared in the comments for the people watching on YouTube the link to my latest video. I'll share it in the private chat here for people that are interested. But I'm seeing Bill is putting out on his YouTube channel some funny stuff, dramatizing and making funny some of the sonnets and works of Shakespeare. The people that are that are performing with us in the private chat, and also the few people that might actually be watching this stream on YouTube that are interested in that might take an interest in that. So just I'll mention while John is performing and we're finishing up, I'll share the link to that in the private chat. And if Bill wants to do the same for his YouTube channel, or give it to me so I can put it in the public comments so other people can see, just wanted to invite him to do that as well. So that said, we'll add John in and we'll wrap up today's round of the Wheel of Shakespeare with John performing a second monologue, which will be King Henry, once more into the breach.
Henry 5-3. Okay.
So that's Act 3, Scene 1.
Okay, here.
Okay, you ready?
No, not quite.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm recovering from the previous location. Okay, Henry V.
Act 3, Scene 1. After I think the top of the scene, as soon as the prologue of Act 3 is over, he goes into that one. I think I might be wrong.
Okay. I have to. Oh, here we go. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, no, Henry 5. What is it now? Act what?
Act 3, Scene 1.
Oh, okay. Okay. Once more unto the breach, dear friends, once more, or close the wall up with our English dead. In peace, there's nothing so becomes a man as modest stillness and humility. But when the blast of war blows in our ears, imitate the action of the tiger. Stiffen the sinews, summon up the blood, disguise fair nature with hard favored rage. Then lend the eye a terrible aspect. Let pry through the portage of the head like the brass cannon. Let the brow o'erwhelm it as fearfully as doth a galled rock, or hang, and Juddy his confounded base, swilled with the wild and wasteful ocean. Now set the teeth and stretch the nostril wide, hold hard the breath and bend up every spirit to its full height. On, you noblest English, whose blood is spent from fathers of war proof. Fathers that, like so many Alexanders, have in these parts from morn till even fought and sheathed their swords for lack of argument. Dishonor not your mothers. Now attest that those whom you called father did beget you. Be copy now to men of grosser blood, and teach them how to war. And you, good yeoman, whose limbs were made in England, show us here the medal of your posture. Let us swear that you are worth your breeding, which I doubt not, for there is none of you so mean and base that hath not noble lustre in your eyes. I see you stand like greyhounds in the slits, straining upon the part. The game's afoot. Follow your spirit upon this charge, for God, for Harry, England, and St. George. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome performances from everybody today, as usual. And I got the link that Bill shared, and I shared it on the public comments, so as well. So again, the people that the few people that actually watch this stream on YouTube that are into Shakespeare for that reason might be interested in that material as well. And ironic that we had not one but two of Henry's of Henry V's monologues, especially ending with John doing that one from prior to the siege of Harfleur. Actually, video that I did was about that, specifically about the contemporary significance of the logical fallacies inherent in what you hear people today say that are inherent in the ultimatum that Henry makes to the governor of the town only a few moments following the monologue that John just did. So I shared the link to that. That you might be interested in, and people might be interested in Bill's content as well. So I shared the link publicly as well. And thank you as always for performing with us and for the great performances and the audience. Thank you. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time for the next Wheel of Shakespeare challenge. I'll see you guys then. Bye now.